We're talking about retirement tonight, protecting your retirement, planning for retirement. Interesting night because the day started with so much drama for me. Probably not for you, but it was just so much talk about the Federal Reserve and what they were going to do. And how you doing, Mr. Lewis? Were they going to increase the interest rates and what was going to happen? And it ended up they increased the interest rates and the market had a celebration and everything was great. So the moral of the story is don't worry about anything. You're crazy if you worry. Don't worry about a thing because every little thing is going to be all right. You shouldn't worry. Stop worrying. This morning I had to have surgery on my earlobe on this side, and I was like, oh, I can't wear earrings tonight. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna wear ear set. I'm gonna wear a headset. Then I was like, no, I'm not gonna wear a headset. And then one of my clients was like, what? You should wear a headset. And I was like, no, I'll wear a headset. Then I'll smush it. And if I turn my head, you're going to see blood draining down my face on this side. That's right, Mr. Walton. Mr. Walton is like, do you ever rest? I know I got to keep my face turned this way because of the Federal Reserve. I'm up here and it didn't start bleeding until right before we were going on here. I'm not, Mr. Lewis. I am not going to let you see the blood going down the side of my face. Yes, Mike, it is bleeding. Do not come in this room. No. Mike is like, oh no, it is. I am purposely turning my face so that you all cannot see it. No, Star, I'm not going to let you see it. It was fine, but they told me when I left the office, the doctor's office, they said it could start bleeding. But today was so important because I anticipated that maybe, what happened last week on this exact day, last week when I finished, I left and my earring just fell out my ear. Because, you talk on the phone on this side all the time. So from 30 years of talking on the phone, which I shouldn't talk on the phone, holding the phone and random stuff, holding it, and then you're pressing and your earring is being pressed down, a girl thing, and then boom, it just fell. Boom, stretched the earlobe. Yep, job hazard. IRS said let me write it off. So I had to get the earlobe. And I was like, whoa. So I had to have surgery on the earlobe. Y'all almost saw it. Dumb. So, but I had to go on today. But it made me think about what we do in life as we're going through life. I mean, it really made me think about how we're so committed, the work ethic that we have. I mean, y'all ever think about that? Like how we go through life. Like I had a client that passed away and she worked and worked and worked. She worked all the time. And she said, I'm going to retire. And she died before she could actually work. Yeah, I'm going to give you some workers' compensation. Exactly. She died before she could actually get her first pension check, West East. She did. She worked for the federal government. And I kept telling her, yeah, you need to retire. But she was just, working. And then she found out she just started feeling bad. And she went and she died. As soon as they gave her a diagnosis, stage 4, boom, she was gone. I think that a lot of times we take for granted just our time. I don't think that we should live for retirement. I think that we should live every day like it's our last. I don't think that I should live for retirement. I need to enjoy my life experience right now. No, just live right now. Correct? Correct, Mr. Lewis? Like, live right now.
That's
Enjoy
right.
your life right now. Right? You're building your paradise right now. Of course, we want to retire, stop working at some point, but right now, you have to enjoy your life because you don't know, like just enjoy your life right now because tomorrow's not promised. So live it like, the word says we know not the day nor the hour, when it's over. So live it like this is your last day. Hug your loved ones this moment. Don't take it not one moment for granted. Don't say, well, when I retire, I'll do this. No, just do it right now. We have to. I am sharing this time with you because I want to. I love sharing this time together. I would do this. It's not for pay. That's why I'm doing it for free. I'm not asking you to cash at me. So I'm doing this because I really enjoy this. I'm doing it because I love the topic. I'm doing it because I like you. So I really do. I care about you. I care about your success. I love it. I hope you love this time together as well. No, I know if I said, oh, I need something, if I needed something from you, you would come bring it to me too. I mean, we're a team, we're family. That's what it's all about. See? Yeah. You're on vacation, you're sharing this time with me. Exactly. So let's look at some stuff and then you go on and enjoy your night. So there's some things that I think that we should think about that we can protect our life experience, protect your money, protect some stuff. I want you to think about Treasury inflation protected securities. I talked about them briefly last week when we were talking about bonds. When we're thinking about hedging yourself against inflation. Now, when we look at historically, I just have to bring these up. But when I look at the long-term performance of these tips, they're called Treasury inflation protected securities, there's no way you're going to be excited about them. When I show you their 10-year performance, they're not outperforming other investments that I'll show you. So talk to your financial advisor about them. Join Afroeconomics. Talk to a licensed financial advisor about them. I'm a licensed financial advisor. I'm not telling you to buy them. This is not financial advice. Join Afroeconomics and get financial advice from me as a licensed financial advisor. But there are government issued Treasury inflation protected securities called TIPS. And they have inflation increases that are given to the principal. So you receive interest payments that are connected to inflation. And they are paid by the US government. And so they are considered extremely conservative. So that is one way that you can invest and consider it as having inflation protection. But over the long term, they do not outperform other investments that we should consider. And then another thing to consider as we're talking about inflation and protecting ourselves against inflation, we need to cut back on spending. Because we know that stuff is costing a lot. So just stop spending on unnecessary stuff. Reduce our travel expenses. Reduce the entertainment expenses, right? So you can free up funds for essential stuff. And then, so you don't have to be drawing down your savings. Because according to labor, the U.S. Bureau of Labor, they said that 1 in 10 people 65 and older are living in poverty as of 2020. 1 in 10. That's pretty sad. That's sad, right? 1 in 10. But the sad part is that's because people 65 and older are getting a check, right, Miss Golightly? They're getting a check. So there's probably more than 1 in 10 living in poverty that are under 65. They're getting, so they're more secure that are over 65. And you think about it, like, our babies that are with young people, they're living in poverty. Young people are more likely to be living in poverty. The babies, because they don't get a Social Security check. Mm. Wow. So yeah. Oh wow. So let me go back to my so we need to figure out ways to save money and save money for our groceries and save money going to the gas pump. You know, and we'll also need to be careful with our money for health care, because you're spending couples 65 on average, retired couples 65 and over as of 2021 will need approximately $300,000 after tax to cover healthcare expenses in retirement. $300,000. So that's with Medicare. See, they're thinking, oh, we get to Medicare, I'm going to have it home free. No. Medicare, they still have to cover the premium, the deductible, out of pocket. Medicare is not free, and it's difficult. So we'll also need to think about ways. That's why I like, with Afroeconomics on Fridays at noon. I like that we're focusing on the business program, and that I really try to get seniors involved in that, Mr. Jenkins, because it's about generating an additional source of income. I think that seniors should have businesses, especially when you reach full retirement age. You can make all the income you want. So you can, be out there fixing motorcycles, doing whatever you want.
Yeah, that actually really helped inflation.
Yeah, you can get
Always
that.
steady coming in.
So then you can leave. You could, even if you could just leave your Social Security alone, or you could get your Social Security and leave your IRA alone. That would be nice, because at 72, then you have to take money out of your IRA. So, it'd be nice, just take your money from your Social Security, but leave your IRA alone and let it just keep growing.
Gotcha.
And, and your investments growing, because you can take money out of your IRA and your taxable income can be so high that they will increase what you have to pay for Medicare. And people don't realize that. Your Medicare premium is based on your taxable income. And people go, what? Yep, you took so much out of your IRA. You took so much out of your IRA that your premium for your Medicare is up. Did you know that? Like, most people think that your Medicare is just one premium. Sometimes people sell their house, so the year that they sell their house, their Medicare goes up that next year.
Because the increase.
Because their income went up. Happens all the time. $500 a month. $600 a month. $700 a month.
So does it pay to get Medicare if you know your income is going to increase? I mean,
They don't have no choice. They don't have a choice because you get a penalty if you don't get it. They don't have a choice. What else can they do?
what about those that already have insurance?
Yeah, they could stay with it, but once they get on it, you know what I mean. This is like people that are already on it.
Okay.
It just comes up, then they get a letter and says your premium is going up because your income went up. Boom. Yeah, it's no joke. Usually it's because like they bought a car or they sold their house. So, but when they're in Afroeconomics, I can give them a heads up, and then they go, when they think it through, and because they give you like I can show them what it will be, and then we think it through, and they go, okay, let me, you know what I'm saying, and you can think, okay, I'll do that next year. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. But it's all about planning. It's all about planning. Like I had a client that before they joined, they were selling they were selling investment properties, and their tax preparer was not talking to them about their capital gains tax rate. And I said, your capital gains tax rate on these properties that you're selling is connected to your taxable income rate. I was like, all you have to do is stop taking the money out of your IRA and just live off the property that you're selling. You don't need to take money out of your IRA when you sell the property. Just live off the money from the property. And he said, really? I was like, yeah, just live off the property. Why are you taking the money from out of the IRA on the years you sell the property? And he was like, oh, wow, I didn't even think about that. And I was like, so if you're going to sell the property, don't take the money out the IRA. It's like, yeah, because it wasn't a required, he wasn't that old. He didn't have to take the money out. Now, when you get 72, you're required to take the money out. But he wasn't. He just was taking it out. And then his income was lower, so the capital gains went down dramatically. But nobody was telling him. That's why we need to be together. That's why you need to have an investment advisor. Whew.
It's so hard to get people to understand that because they think they can go by someone else's experience.
For a little bit, little $30 a month. Isn't that sad? Like, it's just really sad. And then, look, I ain't do that. I'm not doing that. Isn't that something?
It's a no-brainer.
Exactly.
Yeah, but people think that
because one month they might not need any advice. I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? You'd be amazed at people like, I don't need anything that month. They cancel the membership. Then the next month they need something. Oh my God, then they don't know what to do.
Yeah, especially the way the government changes the rules all the time. Because what I'm getting now may not apply when I get to that age. It'll be something different, and I'm still stuck on what I'm learning today.
Oh, but it's just like marriage. You know what I'm saying? Marriage. If you can get a good marriage, it pays off because you stuck it out. When I saw my parents, like I know at the beginning, it just seemed like, what in the world are they doing? But when they were together at the end, it was like, Lord, this is good. You know what I'm saying? It was good. It was good. They could finish each other's sentences, and you know what I'm saying? They didn't even need to talk to each other. It's just, But it's just that when you gotta stick, you gotta get something, you gotta get in something, you gotta believe in something, you gotta develop something, you gotta build something, and that's what we have to get in our community. You gotta get in something that you're building. We have to build something. We have to build something. And that's why other communities have that. They build that. They have advisors. They have relationships. They have generational. When Mr. Lewis's kids will be able to talk to me, you know what I'm saying? And say, oh, Dad said, Dad was working with you, and and that will have that.
That's right.
And Warren Buffett, you know what I'm saying? And Warren Buffett's 3-generational, he's 90 years old. You know how many generations of kids Warren Buffett's kids are talking, kids of kids of kids are talking, Warren is talking to? I was reading an article. Warren and Charlie are, they're 90. We can do this.
Yeah, the earlier.
We can do this. That's what we should be thinking about. We should be joking in 50 years from now about that day when I was on here and my ear was bleeding. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember that day and your ear was bleeding? Oh, you crazy, JB. But we did it. We were something else. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Warren Buffett said that whole Bitcoin thing is stupid. And I'm with him. I'm with him. I'm with them. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? A billionaire, I'll do what he does. Exactly. A billionaire. Do what the billionaire does.
Bitcoin.
What'd you say?
What is market, right? Up and down.
Yeah, when he said, when him and Charlie, continue to say that it's nothing. They're just saying it's nothing. I mean, everybody knows it's just nothing. But, and then the argument against that is that they invested in a bank that allows people to invest through Bitcoin through that bank in like the Dominican Republic. But that's still not Bitcoin, and those economies and all those small economies of those, small areas like that, like Dominican Republic and things like that, do use alternative currencies more. And so he is invested in a bank that that does that, but he's not directly invested in it. But I sometimes I just think it's whenever you read anything, you always have to follow the money of the article. There's so much money out there in those cryptocurrencies that it's amazing to me that it reminds me so much of 2008 and 2009 of the mortgage crisis, that I just wonder like how when we had those stocks that the companies were just fictitious and there was no basis for it. But there were millions of companies that were just created, but there was nothing there. And this is just happening, and it's unbelievable. And I just remember doing meetings and I would go, but there's no basis for it, y'all. There's no earnings here. And there would be so many people in the room and they'd go, but it's just, it went from 1 cent to 10 cents. And, I tripled my money and blah, blah, blah. And I go, but yeah, but there's no earnings there. And, there's no basis for it. And they would be like, yeah, but and I go, wow. Well, I just don't know how long, you're going to be able to depend on this. And, I don't understand why why we want to always do it the hard way. Why we're so fascinated with things that have no basis when there's so many ways that you can do it and be protected. I don't know. I just feel that we could focus on things that you're protected and not have to worry at night. Because the only problem is that why expose yourself to that type of risk? I just don't understand, why you would expose yourself to that type of unnecessary risk. Because if you have maxed out your 401k and are getting all of the match from your job, and then you put money into something like that, then I say maybe you should consider it. But the overwhelming majority of the people in our community that are doing it aren't maxing out at work first. And that's the sad part. They haven't even put 20,000 at work yet. That's what's sad. So here you are leaving money on the table at work. So you're losing money. And then I said, like, more and more states are saying you can 65,000 in retirement money, no state taxes have to be paid. 35,000, like in Maryland, no state taxes have to be paid. 65,000 in Georgia, no state taxes have to be paid. Florida, no state taxes have to be paid. But yet our community is going around avoiding retirement accounts. So all of the state taxes have to be paid on your investments. And they're going around doing these workshops saying, do these investments because why do it in a retirement account? Because you're going to have to pay taxes on it eventually. It's always better to defer the taxes till later. Always better to defer taxes. But they're, convincing us, that you should just go ahead and do that, and then, it's just sad. It's always better to invest in something that is regulated and protected so that you can protect yourself and be someone that is accountable and sold by somebody that is licensed so that you can sue them if it is not legitimate. We go out there and buy it from somebody that's not legit. And we don't know what this stuff is, where their home office is, where it comes from, how they, it's sad. And then some people actually think that you have more security, or they don't know who you are, or this is less trackable. Like it's, that they don't know, like you have more confidentiality, or you have more they don't know that you have it, like more privacy. That is not true. That is not true. The IRS keeps up with every bit of those transactions through Coinbase. That is the point. That's the point. The only thing that is not trackable is cash money that you have in your house. It's amazing. I don't know how we started thinking that the computer transactions are not trackable, but cash is trackable. Cash is not trackable. But we did really, really, really should focus on protecting ourselves. And get it. So one of the key points I wanted to make sure is that we should continue to look at ways to generate income, generating money to offset the inflation. And then getting a licensed financial advisor is definitely something that we deserve. And then learning about our investment options, which should include learning about annuities as an option, learning more about how to avoid materialism, how to cut back. I think that materialism has been pushed on us as a community, and I think that we should make a conscious effort now during these times of inflation of how to make sure that we move away from it. This is a perfect time to try to make sure that we avoid from it. We just avoid it. And then we talked about the healthcare, making sure that we reduce it, make a commitment to being healthy. And then participating in the work plans is a huge way to fight inflation because of getting the company match. So much money is left on the table. Millions of dollars are left on the table. If your employer has, say, a 6% match on your salary, then you put in 6% of your salary. They put 6% in. You're getting a 6% return on your money immediately. I mean, that's amazing. And we're just leaving it there. That's an inflation hedge automatically. I mean, what a positive way to fight inflation, just getting your money. And I kind of spoke on that the other night when we were talking with Carl Nelson, and I really want to reiterate that, that we have to participate in those company plans as a major way to fight inflation. And I think we just skip over it. We're just like, oh, let's go do something else. Let's put it in something. Oh, somebody came over to the house the other night, and let's just forget about it. So Moses Jenkins said some people spend way more than $30 a month on the lotto, exactly, or at the casino. JB.
On coffee.
Oh my goodness. Going into Starbucks. How you doing, Gwen? What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
We're addicted to Starbucks. But he's right.
On coffee? How much? I know, like $5 a day easily, right?
You just buy it now and keep it at the house. Make yourself one cup.
Wow. Buy the Starbucks?
Buy the whole bag and just keep it at the house.
Do you like
Save.
coffee? Do you like coffee?
Mm-hmm. But I stopped getting $2.69 a day.
Do you think when you'll retire, you'll still drink it?
I'm not drinking it as much at home. But it is an addiction. I was just wanted to say caffeine.
Really? I never thought that I would do it, but I found a green tea that I like. I turned my head. Did y'all see that? You didn't see. I had surgery on my earlobe. I can't turn my ear that way.
Okay.
And I didn't know I turned my ear that way. I keep trying to turn it straight. I think I'm turning pale because I'm so weak. Literally, I feel weak.
Drink water now.
I feel weak and hot.
But this is great information.
Wouldn't it be funny if I passed out?
Oh, please don't. We're all in this together.
The night JB passed out, my husband is watching me, so. But don't I look kind of pale, though? Exactly. I'm not this light-skinned. Oh, my goodness.
Orange juice, sugar.
Michael, bring me some orange juice.
Need some
Miss
sugar.
Exactly, Miss Hawkins. We were talking about that, generating more income and starting businesses. Even in our retirement, I'm trying to get Miss Williams when she stops working. When we not even gonna call it retirement, when she stops working the 9 to 5 to do the business and when not like right afterwards, but just I think I don't know. I guess she kind of. How long do you think you would take a break before you would feel like I want to do something else?
And I'd like to know how a break feels.
Really?
Some people say 3 months, they're bored. So I'd like to feel that way.
Yeah, like I have worked every day of the week so long that I didn't work on Sunday. I didn't like work on Sunday. That it felt really awkward.
I'm glad you took a break.
But
I
it
want you to
really
last
felt
a
awkward.
long time.
It felt really awkward. Like, what is wrong?
No, I don't think I'll have that feeling.
You don't think so? I kept feeling like, what am I doing? Where am I? Is something wrong?
We're glad you took a break. I said don't work too hard.
It just felt awkward. Yeah. We went went to several things and we're like, it felt like the longest day in the world. Like I told Michael, I was like, does this feel like a long day?
You deserve a break.
Yeah. I felt like a normal person. I was like talking to people and we went out to lunch and I was like, wow, is this what normal people do? And like, hi, and sitting down and wow, is that what normal people do?
Did you suggest a business?
Hmm?
Did you suggest
a business? Yeah, for you?
Mm-hmm.
I know. I mean, I was suggesting because you helped me so much as for counseling, like executive coaching, counseling. Oh, thank you, Miss Golightly. She said you owe it to yourself. You work all the time. Oh. But you could, do that. But maybe you could do something totally different than what you do. Like, you would be great, like as an aerobics teacher. You have a cute little body. I could definitely see you as like a fitness instructor, like bouncing all across the thing. Like something totally different. I would love to do that. Like, I would love to be like a strength coach, like to do that on weekends, like do, like at like a football team, like to do, strength coaching, travel on weekends, go to a college or something. Oh, hey, let's go. Like, and with guys too, like get it up, yeah, you can do it. But yeah, that would be fun. But girls are a trip. Like girls would be fun as well. Like girls are extremely competitive. I saw that in the competition. Like, I don't know. It might be even more fun doing girls. But yeah, something totally different might be fun. You think? Like that because a lot of times people just do that. Because if you do it something close to what you do for a living or did for a living for 30 something years, it could become stressful. Right, Mr. Lewis? Like, if you retire and if you did like something totally different, if you did your business at the racetrack, wouldn't that be fun?
It would be real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it would
To me, you would really enjoy your job. It wouldn't be bad. Then you're something like a few years off. But me, I think a hobby and generate probably enjoy.
Yeah, to do it. Like something that you would just do for free,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I would just want to relax. Just, yeah, just have fun. Just have fun. And then but still make money. But
that's right.
still make money. But still make money. And that's the key. Miss Max said, please take care of yourself. Did you see my ear bleeding by chance? It's not really in my ear. It's just a lobe bleeding. It can't stop. It's healing itself. Sugar and caffeine. Exactly. Sugar and caffeine. In addition to the fact this week I cut out bread and sugar.
Mm.
By just cutting out bread and sugar, Gwen, I lost 6 pounds in less than a week. That's how important those two nutrients are. Who in the world will cut those out?
And
Those are important nutrients. Look, we should tell the world, do not cut out bread and sugar. You will lose 6 important pounds. That was
Thanks
crazy.
for the tip.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. Good for you. Me and Michael are going to Miami in July. I told them they're gonna get me. They're gonna get me confused in the crowd. They're gonna think I'm 25. I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna do this thing. They don't get confused in the crowd. That's right, Mr. Johnson. They gonna get confused. They ain't gonna know who I am. I'm a, look, I'm gonna go there 25, but I'm gonna eat me some bread and some sugar and I'm gonna come back. Michael's gonna be like grabbing the bread from me. Be like, look, I haven't had any bread and sugar in 3 months. Give me that bread. That is amazing though, isn't it? Bread and sugar. I have been eating bread like crazy. Bread is very good. It is really good. You love it too, Miss Howard? Oh, do you love bread or do you love the 6 pounds? and and I'm still lifting. And I'm still lifting. I'm still lifting very heavy. So I'm trying. And Mr. Lewis, as you can imagine, that is not easy.
yeah.
Exactly. I'm not compromising my lifting. So I haven't told my trainer that I cut the bread into the sugar. And I don't eat real sugar. So I'm just cut the bread both, right? I refuse to lose. I refuse to lose, like I refuse to give up. I mean like that, because I'm gonna lose. But it is amazing. So we're gonna just keep on moving forward, y'all. Who wants to join me in this challenge of no bread, no sugar, don't give up, keep lifting hard, keep pressing forward, keep doing it. And I'm working out 7 days a week. If there was an 8th day, I would work out that day too. For how long? Gwen said, how long? She said, how long? Until I get on that plane for Miami, girl. Until July 20th. We're going to do this thing. I have to go to Orlando in May, and I'm still going to be working out, even when I travel. Keep going. No excuses. No excuses. Afro Economics Fitness Plan. Y'all going to do this with me. That's what we're going to do this. July, I'm with you. Yes, even when you go. When do you go? When do you travel? Next month, right? No excuses. Don't be trying to. Don't. Even when you travel, do you have a gym down there? What do they have? What do they have? A Planet Fitness? What do they have? You just have to walk. You don't know. Exactly. You better get a gym down there. We need some resistance training. We are lifters. We are lifters in Afro economics. We need resistance training. We need goals probably. Uh-oh, goals is good. Goals is good. Goals is good. How many days a week do you lift, Mr. Lewis?
I try to lift as much as I can.
At least 3 days a week.
Traveling.
3.
Here's right now.
What is that? What is
Potato roll.
Oh, you can have that. You can have that. You can have that.
I only ate 2. And I ran about miles.
You get to have that. You get to have that.
They're in the trash.
You get to have that, but your wife doesn't eat it, I'm sure, because she's beautiful. She's beautiful. You and Michael get to have that. He brought home like a pizza like this size. Y'all get
once a week.
What's that? Will you do that too? Oh, you bad.
Sometimes.
I bet you too. You bust in the door with that big pizza. Exactly. Y'all are so spoiled. I'm not doing it. Yes. Bring the A game to Florida. That's what we doing, Mr. Johnson. That's what we're doing. And we're bringing Gwen with us and Star with us. Star. We're bringing the A game to Florida, Star. Star. A game. That's right. Star.
Yes.
How many days a week do you work out?
I exercise maybe 4 days a week, and I try to walk, and maybe walk the last 3.
That's right, 7 days a week. Go ahead. You see? Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Gwen? 7 days. Star's about to retire too. Y'all not gonna outdo me. Y'all not gonna outdo me.
We're trying to catch you, sister.
Exactly. Star is doing this thing. That's why her name is Star. We're doing this thing. But Gwen is retiring first, though, Star. She getting the head start.
Congratulations, Gwen.
Yes, indeed.
It's all up to JB and the numbers.
Exactly. We're gonna get it. That's gonna be great. This is great, both of y'all. This is a blessing. Y'all blessed. Y'all are blessed. And don't let the inflation stop y'all. And y'all look so young to be even thinking about retirement.
And we're obedient to you. We deserve it.
That's right.
We went without shoes.
That's right. And if y'all knew what I know, you'd be running to the door. If you knew what I knew, you'd be running to the door. And we'll figure out the rest later. But just, life is so precious. Life is so precious. Life is so precious. It's going to be fine. Like, it's just going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And so many opportunities ahead. So many opportunities ahead. It's not the end, it's the beginning. I thought about my life the other day. I just thought about my life the other day, and I just said, it's just, life is, it's just so much more to it than I thought. It's just so much more to it. I have settled in so many ways, and I have to do better. And I really realized that I have to every day make a conscious effort to be the best me. To be the best me. The old me would have said, "Oh, my earlobe is split. I'll fix that later." Mm-hmm. The new me said, "Oh, I better get that fixed." The old me would have said, "Oh, I'll just wear clip-ons. Forget about it." The new me said, "I'm going to get that fixed right now." Old me said, the new me is like, "Oh, I want to be my best when I go to Miami. Oh, I'm going to need to make these changes. I'm going to do so-and-so. Oh, I want to, I don't want to work on Sundays anymore. I want to be more active. I'm going to be active on Sunday. I'm going to take more time. I'm going to spend more time with my family. I want to make these things better in my life. I'm doing these things."
Yes.
I'm tired of just talking about it. I'm going to be about it. So if there's anything in your life that you don't like, Stop talking about it. Be about it. That's what I'm sick of. There's so many people complaining. Do it. Do it. I told this woman one time, I said, don't call me anymore talking about this problem. You called me last time talking about the same situation. I've told you the solution. I'm not Gwen Williams. I'm not a counselor. This is the answer. You're either going, this is it. I'm a solution person. If you're not going to do anything, don't call me no more. Just do it. And this one lady told me one time, she said, well, sometimes people just want to talk. Well, then you just call people and talk. If you want solutions, you call me. I can't believe this lady told me that. Sometimes people just want to talk. That's not what I do. I'm a solution person.
Some people just want to hear themselves talk.
Yeah, there's other people that do that. I'm a solution. Lord.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Time is money.
Time is money. Goodness gracious. All I can do is options. That's the best I can do. Options. She was sick. But that's it. That's it. Boom, 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 boom. Let's move on. Run that race and cross that. That's right. Cross that finish line, Sister Johnson said, right? Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. But y'all know me. If I say I'm going to do it, I do it.
Mm-hmm.
Most people won't say what they're going to do because they don't want to do it. People go, don't tell people what you're going to do because then they block you. No, they don't want to tell people what they're going to do because they don't want to be held accountable. I'll tell you what I'm going to do because I'm going to do it. And hold me accountable because I'm going to do it. I want to be held accountable. If I say, see you Friday, you're going to see me Friday, bloody ear and all. Right? Amen. Y'all are the best. Y'all go have a great week. You're the best. I will see you in the morning, Ms. Williams. Y'all take care. And I appreciate you all so much. Have a wonderful night. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Thank you for the opportunity to talk tonight. I promise y'all I'm going to go get some sleep. Because I'm tired and I can get to that workout and burn some calories in the morning. Get these in.
Thank you. Good night.
No sugar.
Thank you,
sugar,
Star.
no bread. No sugar, no bread. No starch. The list gets longer. No potatoes.
Nothing.
Thank you, Star, for congratulations.
Thank you. No rice.
No rice. No rice.
I just said no bread and no sugar.
No
I'm committed to no bread.
The list gets longer. That's longer. It gets longer and longer. No wraps.
Somebody said
nothing
no pasta.
Good. Nothing good. Nothing good. Nothing good. Take care.
Okay, no bread.
Nothing. No bread. Nothing in the
sugar.
bread family. Nothing in the bread family.
Yes, ma'am. Get some rest.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Sleep it through. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good night. See you.